Rising healthcare costs, oftentimes a big issue for small businesses who are trying to keep their employees. The State Chamber of Commerce has a new way to try and help. It's called Chamber Care, a self-funded healthcare option for small businesses. The Chamber's COO, Carla Shaper-Cutter, is in studio to tell us more about it. Carla, thanks so much for being here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, this seems like a great initiative. Like we talked about, kind of that problem that it sometimes can be hard to retain employees who need health care. Hard for the small business to offer it. But this is a way to kind of help explain Chamber Care.
So it's a new initiative from the State Chamber. It's been 4 years in the making, something that we're really proud to launch and finally have available to Oklahomans. It's a low-cost health insurance option for employers in the 2 to 50 space. They have to be headquartered here in Oklahoma, and they have to be members of our chamber or a participating local chamber.
Other requirements, you're at 50 or less employees, in terms of how you're categorizing a small business?
2 to 50.
2 to 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said over 4 years you guys built this plan. You said you drew on some other states and other programs that have been done. Tell us about that.
So we have, we're really fortunate to have other state chambers around the country that we learn a lot of things from. And so there are several other state chambers, Missouri, Kentucky, Indiana, who have launched a very similar plan. They have thousands of employers on their plans in the last 10 years, and they've seen great success. So we wanted to make sure this was a viable option for Oklahoma businesses, that it would be competitive in the marketplace and something that would work. So we've partnered with the Aetna Signature Administrators Network and some great consultants who have helped us along the way, and just got approved from the Department of Insurance in August. So it's slowly moving out, but we wanted to get the word out to Oklahomans and let them know it's an option that's available now.
Yeah, and so self-funded, we use that term. Where does the funding come from for it?
So it's actually funded by the employers, so they're paying into their own health insurance plan, and which is really unique. Small businesses don't get that opportunity. What makes it unique as well is it's medically underwritten. So what that means is each employer will receive a survey, and employees take this survey, and then they get a unique rate based on their business and how that survey comes back. So that's where the cost savings really comes in. So if they are a healthy group and they typically would just pay the small business rate that's out there currently, they'll see the cost savings because they're a healthier group and it doesn't cost as much to insure them. So the medically underwritten piece of it is what makes it really unique.
And we talk all the time about the importance of supporting local small businesses. This is another way to do that. How big of an issue is healthcare and being able to offer that for their employees, and how big of a help is this going to be?
Yeah, so obviously small businesses, all businesses want to attract and retain employees. And with small businesses, it's something that, health insurance costs continue to rise, as with all costs. And so this is one way to help them have a cost savings benefit to offer their employees. I think our organization I actually use as a great example. We're 19 full-time employees. We're a nonprofit organization. We love to be able to offer health benefits to our employees and their dependents. But every year when that budget time comes around, the cost goes up, and it's a tough pill to swallow. And so finding something that could help us save on costs puts money back into our budget that then we could better benefit our members and serve our members with.
So if I'm watching at home, I have a small business, how can I take advantage of this? Do I have to sign up, apply? How does it work?
Yes, so okstatechamber.com is our website, and we have a whole section on Chamber Care. Within that website, you will see our qualified brokers that are ready to sell this and quote this currently. We also have a list of participating chambers on the website, and then we have a contact us form. So all of those things will help you get started and learn more about it. We will continue to grow the plan, so we will bring on more brokers and more local chambers as we continue to expand this in the months and years to come.
Chamber Care is available right now, right?
Yes,
it's available now,
is.
So we'll have more information on it as well in the As Seen On section of KOCO.com, and I think the State Chamber is going to be back tomorrow maybe for another interview.
Talk about Civic Speed.
Yes, more conversations to come. Carla, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. It's nice having you. 11:50, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we're talking about your forecast one more time, a preview of stories to come later on today here on KOCO.